Hey folks, Don Spencer, President of the Oklahoma Second Amendment Association, and we've had a very good, interesting day. What I would call this. Let me get over in the right spot. There it is. We've had a very good, interesting day, and I just want to go over some of the stuff that we have dealt with today, as far as OK2A and defending your rights and going on from stuff like that. And I just forgot I need to send this. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't do it. So anyway, but that's what we're working on today. And let me get this text sent to everyone for the alert I forgot to do. Just like that. But, well, we got people still coming on too. Folks, I'll be with you right there in a second. Just like that. I forgot one thing. It never fails. It never fails. I forget the one thing. All right, come on, paste. Oh, I did mess that up. Let me try it again. Hey, I'm sorry, folks. I don't have it all together here. We'll get it going here pretty quick. But we had a court action today that we have dismissed at our request. Let me do it this way, folks. I'm still trying to get this text out, and I am sorry I messed that up. There it is to everyone. Okay, come on. Well, why didn't it want to do what it's supposed to do? Okay. There it is. Okay. All right. Now, sorry about that, folks. Okay. Okay, so what we had today is a couple of months ago, OK2A filed an action to help defend and protect citizens' rights, mostly in Oklahoma County, but it affects the whole state. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, Don, what is OK2A doing getting involved in something that doesn't have to do with guns? Well, we start off every meeting that we have, and we make it clear. The Oklahoma Second Amendment Association is not merely a gun organization. We are a liberty organization that realizes it may take guns to maintain that liberty. So here's parts of what we're dealing with. You have the district attorney, for the Oklahoma County, who basically had made the effort to make sure that Oklahoma was a sanctuary state for illegal aliens, and was working very hard to make sure that Oklahoma County was a sanctuary for illegal aliens. And this is just completely beyond any reasonable person's idea of what's supposed to be taking place. If an illegal alien has committed a crime and is in the jail, it should be without any thought at all that we would want that person exported, deported out of this country. And that the federal government would do that is exactly what they're designed to do. Well, like I say, with the DA Prater, his bragging notion is that, well, Oklahoma County is a sanctuary county. Well, with the jail trust that was formed, there was some votes and stuff that took on that was possibly could have made Oklahoma County, which would have led the state in being a sanctuary county, which again is just completely crazy. So we worked with Kevin Calvey to file an action so the Oklahoma City Trust Authority or Jail Trust Authority could not consider that that removing ICE from the jail, because that was a part of what this was all about. And we're like, no, ICE needs to be in the jail so illegals can be moved out of there as quickly as possible, because it saves the taxpayer monies. And on top of that, if they're in there for too long, they're required to be released. So you may have a violent felon released back out into the public. Now, here's where the problem comes up. If that violent felon is released back out into the public and attacks you, and you have to use your weapon or something to defend yourself, the same district attorney that made sure that that felon could get out of jail is also the same district attorney that could prosecute you for your self-defense act. Even though you and I both know it's justified, they would still be willing to drag your life through hell because you did justify or because you did defend yourself or your family. And so it's just this oxymoron. It's just got to be ended. So that's why OK2A worked and filed the action. So basically, to make sure that ICE could remain in the jail. Now, there are several different mechanisms that are going on here. One is on January 1st, you're going to have a new sheriff for Oklahoma County who is willing and will cooperate with ICE, no problem, to remove illegal aliens from the jail. And that is Sheriff-elect Tommy Johnson. And we're thrilled, OK2A endorsed Mr. Johnson for the race, and we are thrilled that he will be defending your rights, defending your security, protecting you from illegals that have been violent felons and are in jail. So this is a major deal that's going on. Yeah, if the video's choppy, I don't know what to tell you. We'll just hang in there, but that's where we're at. So anyway, that's what's going on. Now, today we released a press release, and I'm going to go ahead and read the press. In fact, see, here it is, right here, right there. There's a press release. See that? Look at that. See, that's what OK2A has been doing for you today. All right. It's for immediate release, and you probably have, I've got a few messages that have already seen this on the news and stuff and heard it on the news. So here it goes. But this is the legal action against the Oklahoma City Jail Trust is being dismissed by OK2A. ICE will remain in the Oklahoma City County Jail. Our legal action to require the Oklahoma County Jail to cooperate with federal ICE immigration agents has served its purpose. With the new sheriff who will cooperate with ICE, and also he's taken the seat on the jail trust on Monday, and will be and with the legislature pledging to require cooperation with ICE, we no longer see the need for the lawsuit, and therefore we are dismissing it. And we want to thank Commissioner Kevin Calvey for working with us to get this done. I also want to thank State Representative John Pfeiffer, who is introducing the bill to make sure all county sheriffs have to work with ICE for the purpose of removing illegal aliens that are in the jails. Like I said, this is just a no-brainer. I can't believe we have to do this, but unfortunately we do. But for your protection and your effort, OK2A made sure that that, like I say, there it is. There's our release today, the press release today on that. So again, it really seems crazy that an illegal alien who has committed a violent felony, and that if the DA Prater had his choice, it's possible that that felon would be released from jail, could possibly be released from jail, and then come out to harm you, and then you would have to defend yourself, and then DA Prater would also be prosecuting you for defense of yourself. That's a very likely possibility that could take place, and it's just completely uncalled for, completely unnecessary. So again, this is OK2A, and like I said, we want to thank, Commissioner Kevin Calvey for standing up for the people, and we worked with him to make sure that this could get accomplished, because this is something we've been looking at for quite a while. It's just the opportunity came up for it at this time. So that's what that's what OK is doing with that. Now, on top of all this, the Jail Trust meeting is next January the 4th at 1 p.m. At the county office building, which is 320 Robert S. Curve Avenue. That's the second floor, room 204. I'll repeat that again. In fact, we'll put it up. We'll put it up here in just a little bit. But the Jail Trust meeting is January the 4th at 1 p.m. at the Oklahoma County building, 320 Robert S. Kerr, second floor, room 204. So what takes place at this? Well, this is a time where a bunch of good people need to show up and say, thank you, Trust Authority. Thank you, Commissioner Calvey. Thank you for the other commissioners that support this. for standing up and protecting our security on this issue. So that's what's going on, and like I said, that's what we're talking about today. Now, that's not the only thing going on here at all. I wouldn't do that to you. You don't think I would you? What else is going on? Well, OK2A. There you go, just like that. See that word draft? See what that is? That's what we're working on today. This is one of the bills. It's not a bill yet. It's a draft. And let me educate you just a little bit. A draft is written to go into to be prepared for a bill, and then the bill is introduced. So that's what this was about. Now, once again, you guys know me. This is a Private Property Act bill draft. And people, so here we go again. Well, it's got nothing to do with Second Amendment. What do you care about private property? Well, your guns are private property. And so you need to protect all private property. We need to protect it all. So this bill, what it does is it clarifies that even during a state of emergency, and I will quote, activities in a place of worship during a declared state of emergency that are otherwise legal under state law shall not be prohibited. So the state legislature, municipalities, any of these small little Nazi minions cannot prohibit people gathering to worship. Now, we're going to always recommend that people follow guidelines by the CDC. If the private property says wear a mask, you wear your mask. If it's your body, you take care of it. But it does not. There is no way the prohibition for a church to gather is completely immoral and unconstitutional and shall not need to be denied by any government official or bureaucracy or anything like that. So that's what that bill is. Now, we want to thank State Representative Olson, who's carrying this bill, who, by the way, happens to be a pastor. Who would have thought it, right? So we want to thank Representative Olson for carrying this bill. I don't have a Senate author yet, but that won't be a problem. I've got one in mind that to handle this with on this. So that is protection of private property that we are looking at. Now, what's cool about this is Representative Olson is carrying another bill for us. There it is. There's a draft. See, there's a draft. That's what OK2A has been working on right there. This increases the protection of the state preemption. So if your gun rights are violated, this bill will clarify and make it smoother to make sure it's understood that you can have a legal action against the person, the municipality, the county, the state, whoever has violated your rights. And we're clarifying in some stuff in it. And also we're adding to it so municipalities, one, they get a fair chance to fix the problem, which is fine. Because if for some reason there's a sign up on a park in a municipality and it says, no guns in this park, well, we know can't do that. What we've done is we've given them a 90-day window. So once they've been notified by official certified mail or something else that's a certified effort, there's no doubt that they've received the notice. They have 90 days to fix that. So we're not out to beat up municipalities, because there's a lot of these places have got signs up there that are 20 and 30 and 40 years old that no guns in the park, no guns in the park. So this is an opportunity for them to fix those things without getting spanked. But if they don't fix it, it makes it easier for a legal action to go against it. Also, this is if your rights are violated in other manners. If you're in a city park and a law enforcement officer decides that you can't legally, peacefully carry that gun in the park and removes it from you, violates your right, this makes it easier for an action to go against that person and that municipality and anyone else in that chain of command. So this is another that we've been working on. It includes reasonable expenses and attorney's fees, expert witness fees, and court costs. So if your rights are violated, it should not be on you. It should be they should be paying for it. And again, also this gives them a fair warning. Hey, you're violating a right. You need to fix it. So it works both ways on this pretty well, on this, pretty much. So that's what OK2A has been working on today. And I think that's all I've got for the moment. Now, let me see. What else do I got here? That was oh, yeah. Here's another one we're working on. The Second Amendment Sanctuary County or Municipalities. This is the Second Amendment Protection Act. You guys have been saying, we need a Second Amendment, make the state of Oklahoma a sanctuary state. Well, here it is. I've been accused that this is called a pandering bill because it means nothing. Well, let me tell you, folks, every bill we do is pandering. Because we don't have our rights. We're trying to get them back. They should have never been taken away. So yeah, everything we introduce is pandering. So if someone wants to stick with, well, that's just pandering, make you feel good. Well, we also have a lot to work on. They call constitutional carry. They call that pandering. They called the first anti-red flag bill. They called it pandering. And so, but what we're working on here, folks, is we're just trying to make sure that we get our rights back. They're protected. And also, like we've discussed in other meetings, we're also working to make sure that your private property right of the castle doctrine is expanded from the walls of your home all the way to the edge of your property. It should be no doubt that you should be able to defend your property just like your life. That's the way I look at it. It's and you know what? I think the crime rate will go down. I think these guys showing up thinking they're going to tear something up or like that. Okay, you text to that number and add me, and then you can get the text alerts. So, but add me and then put your name in it, and then you'll be receiving and follow the prompts, and you'll get text alerts, which just like some of you got tonight. Some of you got a text alert tonight that, hey, we're going live, and it's on right now. So click right here and let's watch and see what's going on. Let's get caught up on our Second Amendment issues. Someone's wanting to chime in here. Let me see what's going to happen. Let's see. I don't know. Carletta Carnes. We'll see if Carletta can come on here. We'll see if we can take some questions on here. See, it takes about 10 to 12, 15 seconds for someone to come on. We'll see if Carletta's going to make it or not. But folks, that's what OK2A, and I appreciate a lot of you guys. If you guys have watched our especially our discussion group, we got people joining every day. And even right before Christmas, there was a lot of people joining. And it's fantastic that people realize how important defending our rights are in this state. Because when we have them strong in this state, we can make them stronger in our country. If you think you're going to go fix Washington, D.C., and it's going to come back to state, it just doesn't work that way. We've seen that fail for years and years and years. So let's get our own backyard strong. So also we've been, a lot of you have noticed, we've been putting up surveys where candidates have turned in their surveys. Oh yeah, Johnny Dye, Cotton County. Yeah, type in where you guys are watching from. I meant to say that earlier and I forgot. So we're making sure surveys are going out to people, and we're getting ready to send them out to school board people that are running for school board offices, because this is important. We don't want socialists and Nazis at the school board level either. So that's got to be fixed. It didn't go on the first time for somebody there. We'll see if Alan's going to be able to come on. But folks, that's what OK2A's been working on. If you're not a member of OK2A, please consider joining. And if you've already joined, please consider being a monthly recurring supporter. This is what's making sure we're protecting your rights. And the money goes to making sure we get the right legislators in there. Also making sure that we keep a person at the state capitol every day when the session is open to introduce these bills and to help them get them moved forward and so on, like that. I'm going to try to tap this other person in here. I don't know, for some reason it's just not. We'll try it now. Can't bring him in. There's already a guest on the broadcast. Well, I don't see the guest. Well, that's the technicality of all this fun stuff here. So anyway, all right. Okay. Oh, come on. Go back. All right, there we go. All right, well, apparently we're not going to be able to let anyone come in tonight. We're having technical difficulties on that. But folks, I hope that answers some questions. So if you're not a member, you can go to ok2a.org and join. If you're not a member, OEA. Oh, someone says OEA is a bunch of Marxists. You are so kind. That's probably an understatement. Haskell County, looking good. That's right. Charlie King. Hey, Charlie. Steve Chambers. Awesome, guys. Okay, so anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to try to do these little impromptus like this just so I can keep you up to date to the minute on what's going on, so we can kind of get warmed up and doing it for the main session, which starts February the 1st. But we still got a lot of work to do before then because these bills have got to be introduced. You bet, Stephanie. Jimenez, I guess that's what that is. I'm sorry, I don't read real fast on there. So anyway, all right, folks, have a good evening. Who knows? Maybe we may chime in at New Year's Eve just to see how bored you guys are and find out who couldn't get dates, because I'll probably be one of them. Don't tell my wife. All right, you guys have a good evening. Bye now.